Hoodah. Okay. Am I live? Am I alive? Checking the stream right now. Let's see if anything's popping up. I cannot tell. Says we're live. I can't see anything on my actual channel.
I see. Oh, I see.
You see it?
Well, yeah, you're live.
Oh. Ew, was that me? Did my voice just come out of your mic?
Yeah,
Disgusting.
I mic my phone then.
I know. I gotta listen to myself too. Let me open up the stream. If I'm live right now, run it back. What I said earlier. Just skip like 5 minutes into this if you are rewatching it. Also to myself too, whenever I rewatch it. Trying to make sure that we're good now. That's weird though. Like for me, nothing comes up for me. I put up my stream on my phone, but like nothing comes up. So I can't even. I don't even know how it sounds or anything like that. From your perspective, doesn't sound good. Oh, actually, never mind. It just came up.
Let me mute myself real quick. I'll get here.
Okay. Okay, I think it's good. Should be good.
For me, you sounded good.
Okay. So, cause I know you had mentioned like the camera had like a mic or something on it. So the audio is playing from the camera itself. You know what I mean? So like if it was like an actual camera. So it's not coming from my game or the headset. It's coming from the actual camera itself. So like anywhere I move it and stuff like that, it will follow the audio. Or like I can set it like all the way over there and we can go all the way there, and then like I don't know if it'll pick up our voices. I think it just has to be in a proximity of some sort.
Yeah, because like when I put the menu on, it shows like the thing. Like it shows like the red arrows.
That's pretty dope.
But like when I watched the stream, you sounded good.
Okay, sweet. Okay. So, sorry for what happened. So, like, I swear on everything. Like, that's why I even scheduled it. Like, I scheduled it an hour ahead of, like, when I was originally going to start streaming. So I can make sure that all the updates were good. And the computer was good, the headset was good, the game was good. And like I did have to restart but I had to update my PC. So like I had took care of that. And then my headset too, I guess like Meta updated their OS and it looks kind of sick, so I gotta have to make one of these days like go through it. But I did all that, and then I connected to it. And I started the stream too. Like I started the stream, and freaking Scar was in the chat, and like witnessed the whole thing go down. but then like everything just froze, and I looked at my PC and it said that virtual desktop was updating, and I'm like, bruh, like I just checked if it was updated, it was up to date, and it said that it was up to date, but I guess not. It lied to me.
Bamboozled.
Bamboozled extremely. But we're live now. We're good now. You know, hopefully nothing happens for the rest of the time. but now we're back streaming. I'm here with the homie Chancho. Say hi, Chancho.
Hello, chat. Hello.
All right, we'll do a close up of the avatar because like this avatar is like phenomenal. Look at it. Ooh,
Hey.
ooh,
Hey.
pretty good, pretty good. Again, my avatar is not my avatar. It is a corn avatar. Man, get in the frame. What are you doing?
I was gonna say, I was gonna show you your fame. Your avatar is nice too.
well, again, shout out to Corn, who the creator of the avatar, and it's a public avatar too. So no credit to me. Once I'm able to get my own avatar, I think that'll be really cool. My own personal one. I do have my own personal one that I had made, but it kind of wasn't completed. It wasn't completed. Like some stuff was going down in my personal life, and then I kind of like lost contact with the creator who was helping me make it. And I don't know what happened to them. And now I just have an uncompleted avatar on my account. So that's why I'm not using that one. I don't know. I just don't really like how it looks. I like how this one looks. So I might have something made like this, or I can just make it myself. To be honest, because I've made like 3 avatars already. Now they're really bad. Like they're not like for I want like to show off and stuff like that. But I was teaching myself how to make avatars last year, and
Hey, you do gotta start somewhere,
fuck, dude, it was hard. It took me a whole month to just make one, and that was like mainly just working one, like probably 1 hour out of the day, and I really tried to make it weekly too, or not weekly but daily, but I just couldn't do it. I just had like work was way too much, and then I didn't have a lot of free time, so it took me a whole month to complete it, and it's like very basic too. And then like I look at avatars like the one I'm in, or Chanto's avatar. I'm like, how the fuck do they do this? Like they must take a long time or just be like really good at doing it.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, like I know that it's mostly like a lot of the times it's like just assets, and like you get the base model, and then you get all the assets, and then you just add it on to the base model, and then do like tweaks here and there to make it your own. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, especially because I have a friend. Shout out Pickles, if Pickles ever watches this. Shout out Pickles, future VTuber.
Hey, Shadow.
They want to be they want to have their own avatar as well. So if we get the ball rolling on that, I might just work on making it for her. So it should be pretty cool. I have a lot of free time, essentially, even though I do work, but not really. And like I guess I'll get to that. That's something that I can talk about too later on. But before I start actually yapping and not stopping and rambling about a bunch of random stuff, if you see this after the fact, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, all of this is mainly just to document VRChat things, or just like sit in front of the camera and talk about just random shit that pops in my head. Because a lot of the times I need to just talk, and I need to just yap about whatever, right? Like, and I tell everybody, I'm like, y'all need to stop me from fucking talking, because like once I get talking, I can't stop. And it's funny too, because like I like to consider myself like probably one of the biggest introverts. Like I feel like I'm a really big introvert, but like once you get me talking, like I can't stop, right? And I guess people say that that's like what half, like I forgot what it's called when you're like half extrovert, half introvert. But like I hate being extroverted, because like my social battery just dies really fast. But like a good example is, one time my mom was off from work, and me and her were I think like she had made, it was like her turn to make breakfast, and so she had made breakfast, but I usually don't eat in the mornings, so I had woke up after and then came back home after my morning walk, and she was eating breakfast, and she asked me if I wanted anything, and I said nah, because I don't eat breakfast, and then like we just started talking about like who knows what, just a bunch of random stuff, and because I told her, I was like, oh, I'm just waiting until lunch to eat, and
Yeah.
it was like 9 a.m., right? It was 9 a.m., and we just got to talking, and when I mean by we, I mean me. Like, I just got to talking and saying a bunch of random stuff to her, and about like a bunch of random topics. But let me tell you, like I said, it was 9 a.m. By the time that I finished talking, it was lunchtime. It was lunchtime. 3 hours, 3 hours,
A
Chancho,
yapping.
of me just nonstop talking, like 3 hours. And the funny thing is too, is that she finished her breakfast and everything, and she just sat there listening to me for 3 hours. I said, "What is wrong with you?" I told my mom, I said, "What is wrong with you?" It's like, why don't you stop me? And I have like a couple friends, and like I have like people that I know who like I've done the same to, where I kind of just talk and talk and talk and talk, and then like I look at the time, and I'm like stop me from just freaking yapping, right? Because like I value my time too. I value my time, even though I do like talking a lot. But at the same time, I do value my time, and sometimes I just get
Hmm.
lost in it. I get really, really, really lost in it. Let
Get
me get
lost in
some
that
water.
sauce.
Mm-hmm. Like, now I have to have a water bottle close by, and then my mouth gets dry, and I can notice it now.
Get that cotton mouth.
Oh yeah,
Get the cotton mouth without even smoking.
right. Cotton mouth was just talking. It's crazy. But see, like I already forgot what I was originally saying.
But you about like you were yapping for like 3 hours with your mom.
No, I know, but that was that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I was saying something before that, and then I completely just segued into that. But
It
okay,
was smooth. It was a smooth transition though.
essentially, I guess just to keep like catch you up on why I'm doing this. I thought it was gonna be really, really cool that I can like document VRChat stuff, because like pretty sure
Yeah.
like I have a lot of stories to tell, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people like you probably have a lot of stories to tell. Yeah, we've been playing this game for a while, um, and I think like, eventually like we're not gonna play this game anymore, right? Like you have to
Oh
admit,
yeah.
there's gonna be a time where either the game doesn't exist anymore, or we just stop playing it like indefinitely, right? But
Oh yeah.
all you're really gonna have is like your memories of it, right? Or like your friends, and then you can just talk about like the game or like experiences. Um, but why not document it? Why not actually
True.
start recording stuff, and that way, like I think like a year from now, looking back into like these earlier streams, to see like essentially like where our mindset was at, and what we
Mhm.
talked about, then, and we can like relive things and see how much like shit has changed. I think that would be
Yeah.
really, really, really cool. And that's what I want to start doing. Which was my point originally, that I did want to do this kind of like regularly, maybe like every night for like an hour, hour and a half, or like however long the stream just goes for. because I need to build a consistent schedule. Oh, Scar in the chat says we so back. We are back. I don't know if you were here when I explained what happened, but essentially, Virtual Desktop decided to update in the middle of the first stream when I checked like an hour before to see if there was any updates that needed to be had, and it said that there were no updates. And then I start the stream, and then it starts updating on its own. It was so dumb. I felt like a fool. But we're back now. Things seem to be in working order. I got a confirmation from Chancho that the stream looked good. And sounded good, so hopefully it looks good and sounds good for you too, Scar. And whoever the other 2 people are. I see 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Are you one of them?
I hop in and out right now.
Oh.
I close the chat real quick.
Okay, but well, it's cool seeing 3.
Yeah. So let's go 3 people.
Yeah. Whoever that other person is. Shout out to you. Say something.
But like even like what you're saying though, like just documenting it, like it's such a good history. Like even seeing like the beginning of VRChat from what it was back then to what it is now, it's such a nice like historical thing to have. Just having this documentation of it, like even if it's like an hour or even less, you know, nice to have.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also just for me too, I guess I'll put it out there. Like I really don't give a fuck. But hold on, Miss Scarvalia.
One and only.
Yeah, stream good. 3 whole people is a lot, like dead ass. 3 people taking the time out of their day to pay attention to you. Yeah, I feel bad for y'all. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can definitely be doing better things, but
Gar the goat.
Y'all can just stay here. To be honest, you can stay here with me. I know you want to. Whoever that 3rd person is, say something. I want to know who you are. But essentially, what my original plans are is to make streaming, and not just VR chat, but like probably like some other stuff too. Trying to make it like a regular thing for me. Like my plan is not to be like anything serious or like take this serious. It's mainly just for like me and my friends, and again like I said, to look back into. So like I think the last time I streamed was like almost a week ago. So much for having a consistent schedule, doing it every day. but I will say that like I think this past week was pretty rough. It was a pretty rough week. I just had like no motivation to actually, I don't know, I guess sit in front of the camera and talk. Because I was really thinking about it. I'm like, man, I'm upset and sad and stressed out, and I don't think that would just make for a good stream, right? Or like I wasn't in a good mindset to start streaming, let alone just start yapping. But like now I'm just sad, so no longer stressed and no longer upset. But I think we good now, right? We stay sad. We always sad. We sad boys for life.
And I know, like, too, also, you had, like, technical difficulties last week with the internet. Too, also. Like, on last Monday, I remember you had, like, 2 super high ping.
True. So, yeah, so, like, I just got an Ethernet cable connected to my PC, which is, like, it's not required to use virtual desktop, but it makes the experience a lot better because now my PC is not connected to the Wi-Fi, only my headset is. Plus I got that fiber, so sometimes I go on like
Hey.
the speed check test. I checked my speed, and just to see
Mhm.
it go to like 900. I'm weird. I just like seeing it go to 900 because I've never seen that before. Like I've never had internet that fast to where I see it go to 900. That'd be weird sometimes.
So
But
it's so goaded.
yeah, and like it definitely helps out a lot because I remember was it the last stream? No, it wasn't. It was the first VRChat stream that I tried doing. I like crashed nasty, like my PC almost blew up. But I don't think it really. Yeah, I didn't have that issue last time, and then I'm for sure not gonna have that issue this time because the only issue was the virtual desktop fucking updating, but that's about it. Damn it, I forgot. See, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Chancho, I forgot. I forgot what I was originally saying. But fuck. What was I saying? You distracted me when you brought out of whatever you brought up. But essentially, it was a pretty rough week, and I didn't have the motivation to start streaming. But the reason why I kind of want to do a consistent schedule is because I served in the military, and I served for a good amount of years. And coming back into, I don't know, I like to say the real world because I'm pretty sure like a lot of service members or even like veterans now, they can like agree with me if you're watching this. And that's so cool if you're watching this and you're a veteran. Like look at me. I was a service member, and now I'm an anime cat girl. Like, doesn't everyone want to be an anime cat girl? Anyways, but before I lose my train of thought again, after talking to a couple friends who are also veterans, a lot of the things that I was feeling started making sense to me, as in like, I don't know, my life is very calm and peaceful now compared to the chaos that is the military. And for some reason my body and like mind is like trying to fight it. It's like fighting it. It feels like it shouldn't be at peace. I feel like I shouldn't have this free time. Like I shouldn't be relaxing, right? And then like we can go into like theorizing and thinking about all this freaking whatever. Like they fucking put chips in us and shit. I don't know. I don't really care. I got like a whole bunch of shots throughout the years, but I had to do it. Like
Yeah.
But
I heard about like all the shots, and it's crazy too. Like,
yeah. But I started feeling a lot more like distant. Like if people just didn't get me, and like I knew that was gonna happen because like everyone talked about it, and I guess like in the military, it. In my opinion, I know that some jobs are harder than others, and in the military they're called MOSs. I know that some are harder than others, of course, but I'm pretty sure that everyone kind of has a similar experience to the point to where you can't really talk about stuff or talk about how you feel because then you kind of get shut down. It just really depends on the type of person you are, whether you just accept it or you fight back. But I know that a lot of people don't really fight back. A lot of people just accept it and they leave it like that, right? I can't talk about how I feel, or I can't ask for help because then I get shut down and then I get looked at like I'm weak, right? Now, like I personally did have some of those experiences as well. but I just never really I never really took it to heart, right? And I know, and I knew when I messed up, like I took responsibility for it, and even though I did get chewed out, essentially, like yelled at or had like a talk to,
Yeah.
I understood that it was like my mistake, and that I had to like correct it, essentially. But a lot of people, they take that shit to heart, and it hurts them in the end, right? But like, I guess like now I'm starting to realize more and more that a lot of the things that I would kind of like push aside, like thinking that like it doesn't affect me, actually did. And like, it's affecting me more now that I'm able to actually think about these things and like share them without being told that, like, I essentially suck it the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
And like when I talk about these things with people, like it feels kind of lonely. Like it feels like people just don't really understand unless you talk to like other veterans and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started feeling that like my body and mind was craving this chaos, was craving not being able to sleep, was craving stress, and the way that it was explained to me, it was like kind of like an addiction, right? Kind of like a dopamine addiction. It's like once you're like on a set schedule, and you know what you're gonna do at what certain time, you can kind of like shut your brain off and go on autopilot. And after you essentially complete every little timestamp that you have in your schedule of your day, it feels rewarding, you know, even though doing the thing during that time maybe sucked, right? It still feels rewarding accomplishing something that you kind of already had set out to do. And like I don't have that anymore, because like I can do what I want and I can set my own schedule, and I have a lot of free time. And and I thought that was a good thing. Like I really did. I thought I was like, man, I finally got what I was waiting for. I finally have it all. Like I'm finally free, right? Like free. Like people want to say that they want to be free from the military, and like I finally had that. And I guess like I won't even say happy, right? I won't even say that like that I'm happy, because like I don't know, happiness is a very hard thing to achieve, and it's a very short amount of time that you have being happy, right? Because emotions come and go. Like you can be happy and then you can be sad and you can be angry. But the thing that I've been looking for and kind of like hunting is peace, right? Is having peace, being content with where you at and what you're doing, right? Not being complacent where you just don't grow from there or do anything else, but having peace that like hey, like I'm okay, right? Like I know I'm fucked up and I know that I'm not doing good. Or you can be the opposite, right? You can be like oh, okay, I'm doing really good right now, right? But like being okay in whatever circumstance that you're in, like that's like the ultimate thing that I want to achieve. And honestly, like I have that. Like I have it. I have peace. But because like my mind is like, it feels like it's still wired to not want peace, to not have peace. Because during my time serving, you know, a lot of the things that I would be told is that having peace is not a good thing, right? Because once you have peace, it leads to complacency. But I don't think that's true, right? I don't think that's true at all, right? I think I think once you I think because there's a difference between being at peace and then thinking you're at peace, but essentially you're just being lazy, right? And the people who tend to think that their laziness and procrastination is peace, that's where it leads to complacency, right? But the peace that I'm talking about is, like I said before, it's just it's being okay with the current situation that you're in, right? And then like I won't lie to you guys, like like a lot of the stuff that I had planned um during my time in service and after becoming a veteran, everything kind of just went down the drain, kind of like out the window, right? And it leaves you confused, right? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? Like it leaves you confused, it leaves you thinking like, what the fuck? Like I had all this shit planned. I spent all this time doing this, and now it's like, what do I do now? It's in
Yeah.
moments like that where peace needs to be found. Because once you don't find peace in moments of confusion, then you start spiraling out of control, and then you end up hurting yourself, more than
Mm-hmm.
what you already probably already hurt, right? Which is my situation, for example, um, where I'm craving all this bad stuff, right? And like a lot of people can argue that, oh, having chaos in your life and being on your toes all the time, like it's good for you because it builds character and it builds you up, right? I don't think that's true either, right? Because now you're just living a stressful life, and you're convincing yourself that what you're doing is actually helping you out. But then later on down the road, right, whenever you accomplish what you been working for, right, it's like, what's next now? And now your whole life you've just been stressing out, and you probably won't even gonna like the results of the hard work that you're putting in. Essentially like everything that I just said, right? Like, definitely, you just need to stay calm. You need to relax when you can relax, and you need to enjoy every moment that you have with whoever, your family, your friends, or just even yourself, right? Like I said, like I am probably one of the biggest introverts, and one of my favorite things that I do, and I especially did a lot when I lived in California, was go for drives. Like I love driving, and I love just listening to music, and it just driving who knows where, right?
Yeah.
Like I have no destination
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. I'm just like, okay, here's a stop sign. Do I go left, right, or keep going forward? Like, I essentially roll a dice in my head and then just keep going, right? I keep going, and I think it's fun because it's not like being at home, where you can enjoy being at home and listen to music too, and then like start thinking about stuff. But I feel like being at home, you might get a little more like stuck in your head. Meanwhile, with driving, even though like I think, I'm still kind of distracted by the road, of course, and I think it allows
Yeah.
me to think a little bit more um critically, instead of like in my emotions. At least for me, that's like me being at home by myself and then driving around by myself, right? So when I came back home from serving, I was like, man, I already go and drive anyways. Why not get paid for it? So I did start doing like deliveries and stuff like that, like Uber Eats, for example, right? Which, right, if you're watching this live, the peoples, if you're watching this live, or later on, if you watch this back, and you're still watching it, um, if you live in the city, especially a big city, and you want to make some extra cash, and you have free time, definitely do like Uber and shit like that, right? At least Uber Eats, right? Because I don't think I'll ever do regular Uber, because like I don't know about letting random ass people in my car. It like fucking I
True.
salute, fucking tip my hat to the people who actually do Uber driving. Like that shit's scary. And like don't get me wrong,
For
like
real, for real.
even the Uber Eats is pretty scary too. Perfect segue to a story that I want to share that happened to me today. So, for if you haven't used Uber Eats, it's not just for food. You can actually order stuff from like grocery stores, or like gas stations. And I had no idea that you can like order like flowers, like bouquet of flowers and stuff like that. So during one of my orders today, I had to go to the grocery store to pick up flowers, right? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, who the fuck's gonna eat flowers? But then I realized that like, okay, yeah, you're right. Like, I can just go pick up shit from the store. So if you haven't done something like this before, usually the person who is ordering can put like instructions on there, on like, hey, leave it at the door, or knock on my door, or I'll see you outside, right? Or if they live like in an apartment, usually they're like, I'll see you in the lobby or something like that. Well, the person that ordered this, like, it was like a really cool, like, had sunflowers and roses and who else, I don't fucking know what flowers are, but it looked really nice. But I read the description. In the description said, like, once you get to the house where you're delivering it to, knock on the door and ring the doorbell. Do it multiple times, but if no one answers, just leave it outside, right? And I was like, huh? I was like, okay. Like, multiple times. Like, usually you kind of just, like, you do it once, and if no one answers, then you leave it outside, right?
Yeah.
Because normally you're delivering it to the person who is ordering it. So, as I was driving to the location, to the house, to deliver these flowers, I get a message from the person who's ordering that said, "This is a gift. Make sure you read the instructions." And I'm like, "Gotcha, right? Gotcha, right?" I didn't even have to type it out. Like Uber already has like an automatic like okay, that you can just press. Because usually I don't really talk to the people, unless like I absolutely have to. But anyways, so I show up at the house, and this is like a very rough area of the city that I live in. In the neighborhood, it's kind of it's not in the greatest of shapes, right? But on the street that as I'm going down the street to see the house that I'm delivering this to, I pull up in front of the house, and it's a very nice looking house. Like, you can tell that it was remodeled and everything, and the lawn, like, when I tell you, like, I hadn't seen grass that green and like perfectly cut. Like, it looked like turf.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't turf, but it was just so well kept and maintained. I was like, wow, compared to like all the other houses and lawns in like around, like it looks so out of place.
Yeah, they got like the dry grass and all that.
Yeah, like it looked really nice. But now here's the crazy part, right? Like, I get out the car, I take out the flowers, and I go over to the front door, and I notice that there's four bags outside of the door. One from McDonald's, one from Popeyes, one from Jimmy John's, and then one that looked like from a Chinese restaurant. And there were also Uber orders, like Uber Eats orders. and I'm like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
like me being fucking nosy and shit, like I kind of look at the receipts, and they're all addressed to the same person that ordered the flowers as well, but the the meals were kind of like spread apart in like different times. Like I think like the McDonald's order was like from breakfast, and then like the next order was from like an hour later, and then the next order was from like 3 hours later. And I was like, what the fuck? Like all this food has been out here for hours, and like no one has picked it up, right? And so like I did what the instructions told me, and I like knocked on the door, I rang the doorbell, and like nobody answered. And so I did it again, like I did it a second time, and nobody answered. And I just started feeling like very weird. Like I started feeling like somebody was watching me. And like I mean, yeah, there was a ring camera on the doorbell, or the doorbell was a ring camera. And but I don't know, I just started feeling very eerie. Like I started feeling weird. And so I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave the flowers here and fucking take off. Like, and so like later on at home, like I'm telling the my family that about what happened, and they were like, what? Like, Bill, what if the person inside the house like died?
Oh.
Right. What if the person inside the house died like that day? But at the same time, it doesn't make sense, because like the person
Breakfast, lunch.
the person who ordered the flowers and stuff, like they said it was a gift. So did they not live there? You know, were they sending this to somebody else? And I'm thinking, I'm like, is the person they're sending this to, did they die in that house, like before I got there? But then, even then, like that doesn't make any sense to me, because 4 meals from like, it was like from like 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. right? 4 meals. Like, what the fuck? That's weird. That's so weird.
Yeah.
And so like I started thinking, I'm like, I wonder if it's because like I think it's a girl. I think it's a girl. I'm not gonna lie, right? I think a dude is going crazy over a girl, and like it's like buying her stuff and sending her stuff, right?
Ooh.
Like that's kind of my theory, because I know how you Sims be. You Sims be going crazy over these girls. Like you need to stop simping, guys. Stop simping. Like that's one theory of mine. But I do like to think that the person died in the house. Like, imagine, that's just fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's shit's scary. And it's scary to think, and it's scary to think that it's flowers too. Like I delivered flowers, right? It's so eerie to me. But
you're a part of this now.
I know, and they're gonna hunt me down. But yeah, Scar, all we can do is theorize. But like, that was like, so that happened today. I think that's one of the things that I really like about delivering and stuff, is like I just meet a bunch of like interesting people, and in like weird situations, and like and like some of these orders just like weird me out too. Like they just make no sense to me. Like I think yesterday I went to I had an order to go pick up at 7-Eleven for a 20-ounce Sprite bottle. A 20-ounce Sprite bottle. And you know where this person lived? Right down the street? Right down the street, right? Like it was at least like a 5-minute walk to the 7-Eleven, right? And then I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, maybe the person who ordered this just really wanted Sprite, and they like just can't. They're like physically unable to walk to the 7-Eleven, right? And so
Yeah.
like, and the weird thing is just like, it's like, bro, like, just tell me to leave it at the door, right? Like, I get if you want the food handed to you and stuff like that, but like, I love when people just leave it at the door, right? Because I just don't want any interactions, right? Because like, I have like some crazy stories too, of doing like interactions with people, but like
Yeah.
I knock on the door. No, I don't knock on the door. I message him like I've arrived. I get out the car and I grab the Sprite bottle, and I go up to the door, and the guy opens it, right? It's just like this young dude, and he's like thanks, man, and he just grabs it from me and closes the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's walking.
Yeah.
He was like he was walking and stuff like that, and I'm like, why didn't he just go? I'm like, bro, you just wasted like, or you just spent like $10 on a Sprite bottle that costs like $3. Like, you got money like that? That shit's wild. That shit's wild.
They got that bread.
But I think one of the most I think one of the craziest stories though is, well, actually, because now that I told the one with that we think is a dead person in the house, I think that's the craziest one so far. But I've been offered drugs. I've been one time, I've been offered nasty stuff to be done to me, and I was like, fuck no, fuck no, and I left. That's why I'm so like eerie about when people want to meet at the door. Like, I don't want to meet you at the door. Scar says, maybe there's someone at home he got to take care of and can't leave unattended. True. That's another thing I was thinking about also. But honestly, a lot of people are just really fucking high. Like, they're just really high. They don't. It feels like they don't know what they're doing, and and they kind of just order shit. Because a lot of times, like, they open up the door and it's just like, just weed, man. Just some kush, just fucking.
It'd be that dank.
Like a truck. It'd be fucking loud. And then those are some of the funny interactions too. Because I'm actually like a very, very, very good. I think I'm a very good like delivery guy. Like, I have like actual like insulated bags that I got approved by Uber, so I can like have more opportunities to go pick up more different shit, right? Like, one of the things is pizza, right? If you don't have bags and you don't get your bags approved, like, you can't pick up pizza. But I have a pizza bag, and I got it approved, so now I can go and pick up pizza, which is really fucking cool. And essentially it gives you more chances and opportunities to get more orders more frequently. And one time I had like my smaller bag is usually where I put like single meals and stuff, and I take it to the person, and I open up the bag and give them the food, so they can see that, like, yo, I'm taking care of your shit, which has worked. It's worked a couple times where people are like, wow, thank you for making sure the food is hot, and then like they like increase my tip, which works. It works. But there was one time where, like, man, I can tell this guy was not there. Like, I don't know if he was like really drunk or really high, but this dude like opened the door and like almost just fell forward on me. But he kind of like caught himself, and then he was trying so hard to like grab the insulated bag, and then I'm like, hey brother, hey, hold on, I got your food's in here. I gotta get your food out. And so I get the food out for him, but it's like stuff like that. Like, people think that they're like, it's okay for them to just like reach out to you. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on, man. Like, let me get your food for you, right? Also, fuck you to the people who don't tip. Like how the fuck are
Based.
you ordering Uber Eats? Like that shit's expensive. That shit is so
Mm-hmm.
expensive, especially if you don't have like Uber One, where it makes the deliveries free. But that shit is hella expensive, and and you don't tip, but you can afford fucking to spend 20 bucks when you can just go to the store yourself and spend like less than 10 for the meal, like, and you still can't tip. Like, come on now. You get your shit together, man. I can't even talk either. Like, honestly, I think for this situation you should tip, but I think that there's some situations where like, well, like, why the fuck are you asking me for a tip, right? And one of the biggest things is coffee places, right? Coffee places, especially if you know that they're getting paid what they should get paid, right? Either minimum wage or higher, right? Like your
Mm-hmm.
whole purpose working at a coffee shop or a fucking Starbucks is you're a barista. That's your job, is to make coffee, and you're getting paid whatever the place pays you, which is usually minimum wage or higher. It's not like actual servers at a restaurant where they get paid less and they make their money off tips, right? So if I ask for a fucking caramel macchiato, it's your job to make it because you know how to make it. And then you ask me for a tip? Like, what the fuck? Or is that just me? I think that I don't know. You feel me? You know what I mean?
I don't know. At least in my opinion, I haven't been to Starbucks in a minute. Ever since like the whole like them supporting Israel, in my opinion. That's just me. I've been going to Dutch Bros. I've been getting my
Oh,
coffee. I've been getting my coffee from Dutch Bros.
I love Dutch Bros.
They and plus they got better coffee. In my opinion,
They do.
they got way better coffee. Like the Golden Eagle, goated. That's in my opinion, at least.
So
I've been getting that.
I don't really know about the whole. What would you say, Israel? Like, I don't really know about that. That's all political shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck.
But I don't like. I generally just don't like hot, like flavored coffee, or I guess like sweet stuff. Like I don't really like sweets. Um, usually when I drink coffee, it's black, right? Or just like some like espresso, right? Um, but like recently I've been drinking a lot of mochas, man. A lot of iced mochas and iced caramel macchiatos with like double shots of espresso, 2 shots, right? 'Cause that shit gets me wired, and it makes me feel good, and it takes my headache away, which then makes me realize like, fuck, I'm getting addicted to caffeine because chat. If you didn't know, if you're watching this afterwards, like I used to be an addict to like nicotine, and I used to drink, but I don't do anything no more. I am straight edged. I'm straight edge. But I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately, which I think I'm like getting addicted to caffeine now, because like, you know, like I have headaches, but at the moment I drink a coffee, the headache goes away. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good thing.
Nah.
But fuck, dude, them ice mochas from Dutch Bros, or the fucking caramelizer. You had the caramelizer?
Maybe. I haven't had it yet. I've been wanting to try it.
That shit changes your life, right? But the thing about Dutch Bros is that, like, fuck, dude, I don't want to wait 30 fucking minutes in line to get a fucking cup of coffee. 30 minutes.
Nah, for real. For real. That's why I only over mobile order now. Because, man, I'm not trying to wait. Because I be getting my coffee in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
I am not waiting, like you just said, 30 minutes just for coffee. And then for them not to have a sticker, I'd be asking, like, do you guys got the stickers? I'm that type of person. And like, no, we don't got it, Sark.
What stickers are you talking about?
They usually have. they usually have a sticker depending on the month or like the day or the week or depending on what they got.
Right.
I asked them like, you got stickers? And they do. They give it.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, let's go.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I usually just I just get my coffee. Wait. So if you do the mobile, I've been thinking about doing the getting the mobile app for it since I be drinking.
Oh, it's totally worth it. It is totally worth the money, like the hassle of signing up, because you can get the first thing you do is you get a free medium drink when you sign up.
Oh.
And then when you get the points, you get at a certain point when you get the points, you get a free medium drink. But then if you save up a little bit more, you get a free large drink of whatever you want.
Do you actually skip the line? Like where do you? Because the way that it at my Dutch Bros or the nearest one, there's 2 drive-through lines, right? Like,
yeah.
If you do the mobile order, like, don't you still gotta wait in line? Like, or can I skip the line?
No, you can skip it by parking.
Bruh.
You just go directly. Like it'll tell you the time. Like, hey, you can pick it up at this time. Give it like another 10 minutes to be safe. And then you can just go right through and ask, like, I'm here for my order. You pick it up, you walk out.
At the window, right?
Yeah.
Chat, this guy's really trying to make me get out of my car. Isn't that the whole point of like it being a drive-through coffee place is for you not to get out of your car? Come on, Dutch Bros. Like, Dutch Bros, you should do what fucking Chick-fil-A does. You know what Chick-fil-A does? If you do the mobile order. So what Chick-fil-A does is if you have the Chick-fil-A app, do you like Chick-fil-A? Do you eat at Chick-fil-A?
I'm here and there.
Oh.
Ooh. It's been a minute.
Well, you should eat more Chick-fil-A. That should bomb. That should fire. Well, I think it's really good. But what Chick-fil-A does is you order the food on the app, and then all you have to do is, like, they don't even start making it for you. You have to go to the Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A has, like, usually most of them, if not all of them now, they have like 2 to 3 different lines that you can go through, right? They have like the normal like drive-through line where you go and order, and then they have the mobile drive-through line, right? So if you order your food on the app, you pull up to the beginning of the drive-through line, and all you have to do is scan the QR code. 'Cause there's a sign, and you scan the QR code, and it sends your order automatically to the kitchen, and then and they start making it while you get into the drive-through line to just pick up your food.
Ooh.
Yeah, but because no one really uses the mobile orders like that, like, at least for me, that line is always empty, so I get to skip the. You don't have, well, you said you haven't ate there in a while, but Chick-fil-A be fucking busy as hell. So I get to fucking skip everybody and just pick up my food at the window because I already ordered it on the phone. All I had to do was just scan the QR code, which is pretty cool. So, like, Dutch Bros, like, get your shit together, man. Like, your coffee's good, but I'm not about to wait that long in that fucking line. Like, I'd rather go to McDonald's.
For real.
Like, McDonald's Mac Cafe is fucking fire. Like, it's so good. Like, people be,
and it's really cheap too.
Yes, and it's really cheap, right? But Dutch Bros, I'm not about to wait in line to get your coffee, and I'm not about to hop out my car to get my coffee either.
I think the thing too is also, like, I feel bad for the employees at Dutch Bros, because whenever I see them at like summertime, they're like always outside in the heat ordering on the iPad, and I'm like, oh no, 100 degrees plus weather outside ordering. I'm like, no.
Scar says, I'm so confused out of this. I don't drink coffee. Essentially, Dutch Bros, coffee place, good. Drive-through system, bad. Takes too long. Wish they did what Chick-fil-A did. make drive-through faster for people who order on phone.
Yes.
But fucking, what was I gonna say? So you, especially like the Chick-fil-A employees too, man. They be out there on the iPad and shit. But like here's a cool story, right? You want to hear a cool story, or you want to go first?
I was just saying, I ordered food and it's here. I'll be back.
Oh. Dang, he just. Yeah, let's don't see that, guys. He just collapsed. I don't know if I should wait to tell this story when he comes back. I think he'll enjoy this story. So we'll put a foot in it, right? It's gonna be a Chick-fil-A story because I used to work at Chick-fil-A, and it was like during the time that Chick-fil-A first started to introduce the whole like mobile ordering outside. Honestly, I don't on iPads. I don't know if like any other restaurant was doing that at the time, or I think Chick-fil-A was like the pioneers of it. I really don't know, but I essentially got to be part of the beginning of the whole like mobile, not mobile, but drive-through ordering outside on an iPad shit. But I'll tell the story because even though we didn't do it outside, we still attempted to do it like inside, and it was so goofy. Oh yeah, Chancho has like trackers on because he uses full body, so like his head is like collapsed. Here, I'll just show you. Look at that. It's like collapsed, but like, you can still see the move. Oh shit. Yeah, Scar. RIP. R.I.P. Oh,
I'm back.
what did you end up getting?
Jack in the Box.
Hey, Jack in my box. All right, here. Get in the shot.
Hey.
There you go. All right, cool. So, all right. Let me tell you this story, right? So I used to work at Chick-fil-A, right? And
Yeah.
And before, Chick-fil-A and a lot of like restaurants did the whole like iPad ordering thing. Like, you know, you hop in the drive-through, and then the workers are outside on their iPads. And
Yeah.
you can correct me if I'm wrong, because since we're the same age, you probably remember a lot of the stuff that I do. But what other restaurants, if you remember, had that iPad ordering thing before? I think on my datas, if I say this, before 2015. Do you remember any restaurant that did that iPad drive-through thing before 2015?
The only place I could think of, honestly, like Chick-fil-A, would have been like In-N-Out.
Shit. Well,
Because for me, they always have that shit locked down.
I don't remember In-N-Out. Because I'm from the great country of Tejas, so
Got that water burger.
Yeah, we got that water doodgid. We got that water doodgid. We in my city we had an In-N-Out. I remember like being in high school and going to In-N-Out. But I know In-N-Out is like a California thing, so maybe around that time they did it in California. But I know that they didn't do it here for this In-N-Out. But essentially, to I'm just trying to make myself feel special, okay? That's what I'm trying to do, chat. Make myself feel special, but I don't know if it's working.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know if there was another restaurant that did it, right? But essentially, Chick-fil-A was in the process of starting that whole drive-through ordering on an iPad thing and the workers outside. And the whole purpose of doing that was to get more orders in, not just like one by one at the actual like speaker box, but actually like get multiple orders in. You probably know what I'm talking about. Like if you been at a fucking drive-through fast food place in recent years, you get more orders that way, and it makes the people think that that the line is moving faster, which it kind of is, but at the same time it's like no, you still gotta wait, right? But Chick-fil-A wasn't doing that yet. Chick-fil-A still did the same order at the speaker box thing, because when I worked there, the owner of the Chick-fil-A had 3 individual locations in the town that I lived in. He had 3 individual locations, and I started in one of the locations that is next to the mall, and inside the mall there was another location of his in the food court, but I started out in the one outside, the actual standalone store, and I used to do the drive-through and everything, and that shit was so ass, like it was so hard to do because like that shit just didn't work, and some people just wouldn't like speak up, so you had to keep asking them to repeat themselves, and then they would get upset, and it was like a whole debacle, right? So like props on Chick-fil-A if they were the ones who pioneered the whole like worker outside on the iPad. Like I think it just makes the whole ordering process a lot better. But we were the, according to the owner of the store, we were gonna be the prototypes for this whole new ordering system, drive-through ordering system. And before that happened, I got moved over to the food court location in the mall. So I was working at the Chick-fil-A in the food court, which is awesome, by the way. Like shout out to every single person that worked at like all the stores who will come up, and I would hook up with free food, and they would hook me up with some free shit too. Like,
hey,
like making connections. I'm telling you, you need to make connections. It'll get you really far. But when I worked in the mall food court, we were told that the mall was gonna be the guinea pigs for this whole new ordering system, right? And then you think to yourself, you're like, what the fuck? This is a drive-through thing. Why are we doing this in the mall when the mall doesn't have a drive-through? It's in the food court on the 3rd floor. Like, how is that gonna work? So the way that they designed it is because Chick-fil-A gets so busy, we had to have like multiple lines kind of blocked off by that the fucking black barriers that you can kind of like pull and like hook on to the other poles and stuff like that, kind of like to direct. Yeah. So we had to set that up for it to like snake around the store and stuff like that, so people are just not like cutting in line or getting in people's ways. But the way that we did it was we had 3 iPads, and instead of taking orders at the cash register, we would go and take orders from the people in line on the iPad. So sort of like if they were the cars in the drive-through line, right? Like we would go up to the person and we would take the order on the iPad, and then they would just wait in line until they went up to a register to pick up their food, right?
And they paid right then and there.
Yeah, they had to pay at the register because like we didn't have any system yet where like you can pay on the iPad. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, and it was so weird. It was so weird to do because we were doing it in the food court, right? So we're all just standing around with freaking iPads and shit, taking people's orders, and like it was hard to direct people because people would think that like they had to come to us to take orders and not get in line. So like people would start forming lines like somewhere else to come talk to us on the iPads when all they had to do was just get in the regular line and we would come to them. Um, but it was really cool. It was really cool to do. It was really cool to see because like we were able to take more orders a lot faster and get people like in and out of the restaurant a lot faster. And essentially like it was a success. And then they started doing it at the outside store with the cars, and that was like the start of this whole thing, right? Like afterwards I started seeing like more restaurants start like doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like using the iPads and then you pay at the iPad and everything. But I like to think about that I was part of history, of fast food drive-through history. I feel like I was a
You're an
part of it.
OG.
I'm an OG iPadder, order taker.
Uh, you're an iPad kid before an iPad kid was a thing.
Right. And I thought it was that was like a pretty cool thing to experience during my time at Chick-fil-A. Which Chick-fil-A was fun. I loved working there, except for like the people, man. And I'm pretty sure that's just the same with every fast food place. Because
Yeah.
I worked at a couple of fast food places, but Chick-fil-A ended up being my favorite because we get to have free food. Well, one meal a shift, but I started working full time, and I would just eat. I would just eat. I almost got fired one time actually because when I worked in the mall location, when we had to go stock up for shit in the store, we would have to go to storage, of course, but the storage was in the basement level of the mall, so we had to go through like the freight elevator and everything to get to the basement level, and everything just looked straight out of a horror movie. Um, but I was
You knew
also
better.
I was also in college at the time, so I was going to college full time, and I was working at Chick-fil-A full time. And I don't know if you've ever done that. If you've done that, like that shit sucks. Cause like I'm at school for half the day, and then I'm at work for half the day, and I still got homework and shit for school the next day.
Yeah.
And for some fucking reason, um, for some reason, I I was also taking one of my friends to college with me. It was a community college, but it was like an hour drive because I don't even know. Like thinking back to it, I don't know why I went to that community college when there was a community college like 10 minutes from my house. I decided to go to one
Oh.
that was like 30 minutes away, and the reason why it took a whole fucking hour to get there is because of traffic, right?
Darn.
And and I had to take my friend who didn't have a car with me every morning. So I would wake up at 5 in the morning to
Oh
go
my
pick up
god.
my friend, to go to college, to do the school, you know. And then like I couldn't even take my friend home. Like he had to find his own way back home because like right after doing the school, I had to go do the work, and I will go work also full time. So I would get off at like, let's see, like Chick-fil-A closes at fucking like 9, and then it will take us like in almost an hour to close and clean everything,
Yeah.
and then it will take me like I think it'll take me like a good like maybe 15 minutes to get home, 20 minutes to get home, and by the time that I got home, like I showered and everything, like it was already like almost midnight, if not like midnight or past midnight, and I still have fucking homework and shit to do. And so that was like another 2 hours, right? So I would always go to sleep
Yeah.
around like 2, 3 in the morning, just to wake up at 5 to do it all over again. And I would do that like, hold on, I'm lagging.
Are you good? No worries.
We good? Chat. I'm dying. Hopefully this is not the end of the stream. Maybe my computer's calling it quits. My computer's
Oh.
I think it's fine. Should be fine. But I want to get like 2 hours of sleep and then have to do it all over again the next day, and I'll do that every single day. And like I couldn't take it no more. And the reason why I finished my first semester over there, and I felt bad for my friend, because my friend he was doing he was kind of doing his own thing at that community college, and so he couldn't really transfer or leave to another one. But for my second semester, I ended up going to the community college that was 10 minutes from my house. So I won't have to take like the highway or anything. Plus it'll make it a whole lot easier for me to like get sleep, like a good amount of sleep, right? That's why, like, props to anybody who only be getting fucking like 2-3 hours of sleep, right? Props to you, because fuck, dude, that shit is so hard. But on my second semester of college, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking dropped out, man, and I joined the military. and then I was definitely not getting more sleep. Like, I was getting less sleep, but you know, fuck it, dude. Like, I did it to myself. But hey, it was what an experience it was. It was awesome. Maybe another stream I will definitely tell some stories from my time serving. Cause fuck, dude, I have a lot of fucking stories of that. Like, a lot of stories. Man, you know what? I had like a crazy. I did have like a kind of like an agenda of what I wanted to do this stream. And it just ended up being me fucking yapping again. See, I told you, Chancho. Like, I told you this was gonna happen. I don't even know how long like I've been streaming for. But fuck. Alright. Chat, take a little break. I need to drink some water. My throat's getting dry.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
How long have I been streaming for? Can I check? I don't even know, to be honest.
Like an hour plus, right?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I've been streaming for a while now. Oh shit, yeah, like I think an hour now. Pretty sure an hour. Hour 15 minutes. Hour and 17 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, I did have a kind of like an agenda of what I wanted to do. But maybe I'll just save it for next stream. Like, I definitely want to go world hopping. Definitely want to actually do like the VRChat stories thing, because I have a lot of cool like VRChat stories, and a lot of worlds associated with those stories that I think it would be cool to go visit and kind of like walk out or like walk through what happened. Definitely like some of those stories, it's like meeting like my first friend again after like a couple of years of not playing VRChat. Like, damn, I don't know where he went. I don't know if he unadded me on my friends list or if he like changed his name. Like, I really don't know. Hopefully one day we can reunite again. He was a cool dude, really cool dude. I think another story too was I was on No Time to Talk, and I met this girl who was like really into role playing, and I remember watching like the VR chat like trollers, like trolling in like RP servers or worlds and stuff. And like I was genuinely curious to see like what these fucking RP, not ERP, just regular roleplay, what like these worlds look like, right? Man, Chancho, you gotta get on in the frame, man.
Hey, oh shit! Oops.
But essentially it was an RP server, and they invited me to go like join them, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was kind of like I said, like I've never actually seen it. Like I've only seen it in like trolling videos, but I was genuinely curious, and I went to go check it out and see. And holy shit, was it one of the weirdest shit that I've ever like witnessed, you know? It was one of the weirdest things that I witnessed, and like I dead ass tried it too. Like I tried to roleplay until like the shit got weird, and I was like, nah, like fuck you guys. What is wrong with y'all? That's a good story to tell too. I like that story. Shit, I have like so much more. And I really want like other people who want to be part of the stream to also like share their stories as well. I'm pretty sure you got some funny stories or crazy stories to tell on this game. I think it'd be cool to listen to other people's shit.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, that's kind of what the agenda was for today. But then it just turned into like a whole ass hour of me talking about who knows what the fuck I just talked about for a whole hour. Like I really don't remember. But hopefully it was interesting. Hopefully it was cool, and you enjoyed it. Everyone who watched or tuned in at whatever time, really appreciate it. Y'all listening to me. And there's more to come for sure. And I guess like, oh, I remember what I was gonna say like a fucking hour ago. I definitely want to do this more consistently. In order for like my sanity as well. Like I need some schedule, like structure in my life right now. I think like a lot of that free time is kind of like messing with me, and that's why. And like I keep myself occupied too, you know. It's like I have free time, but like I'm always constantly doing something, right? But it's always sporadic. Like there's just nothing scheduled. Like the first thing that pops into my head, like I go do. But like I said, like talking to other veterans, they say that having a consistent schedule, even if it's like nothing like work related, right? But just having like a schedule. At least what I've been doing is like I'm gonna try to wake up around this time. I'll brush my teeth around this time. I'll eat at this time. I'll take like vitamins or medicine or whatever at this time. I'll go work out at this time. And I definitely want to do like streaming be part of that schedule too, because like now I'm doing something that I actually enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And it's all raw, you know. It's all just me fucking yapping at the fucking VR camera, and I get to look at a cat girl. Get to look at cat girl the whole time, and you do too. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Again, tune in for more. I definitely want to do this. You know, if not an every night thing, definitely like maybe every 2 days, 3 days. I just gotta make a schedule of it. And like I said, it's not always gonna be VR chat. Maybe it can be like a different game that I'm playing or something. But it at least will keep me on a schedule. Like I said, I don't really care about this that much. I'm just doing it for fun, and because it is actually really fun, right? Chancho, I don't know if you've tried it, like talking to yourself in front of a camera, but I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. I think that it's pretty smooth. At least for me, I feel like it's pretty smooth. But then again, I have to go and like watch everything, which I don't want to do, but I am gonna do because it's gonna make me feel maybe a lot more confident, or I get to like catch up on things or catch on to things that I'm doing or saying, and switch that up for next time. But it's all just learning experience. Pretty sure Miss Valia, Miss Scarvalia, knows what I'm talking about. Ultimate whiskey champion, supreme leader, and streamer as well. But again, thank you guys. Freaking, it was fun. You got anything to say, Chancho? You want to shout yourself out or anything like that?
Yeah. Nah, I think I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. A lot of my streams are maybe gonna be like this. Have people on as well, or sometimes it's just gonna be me. And if you're the homies and you're watching and you want to be part of the stream, just let me know beforehand, or at least like during the stream. Let me know if you want to join for it, and then we'll get you in here. I think it'll be really fun. But all right, guys, have a good night. I'm about to end it right now. About to end it. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. All right. Bye.